guys, my name is Amy and I'm the primary keeper of the giraffe barn here at the Chattanooga Zoo, and today we're going to go behind the scenes to meet our 3 biggest boys at the zoo. So I'm just going to grab some lettuce for the boys so that we can feed them. Looks like all of the boys just went outside, so we're going to go meet the giraffes. Okay, so we have 3 giraffes here at the Chattanooga Zoo. They're all male. We have Porter, who's over there in the back. He's 3 years old. We have Hardy Star here in the middle. He's 2. And then we have George over here on the left, and he is 6. George is Hardy's dad, so those 2 are related. Porter is unrelated to the 2, but he did grow up at the same facility as the other 2, so they know each other very well. We like to say that giraffes are very stubborn for the exact reason that you're seeing right now. Sometimes they don't like to participate in feedings, and that's okay. We don't force them to do anything. This is all up to them.
Hey, Georgie. You do look
Good boy. So what George is eating right now is what we call browse, and browse just refers to the small leafy twigs and branches that are formed on trees. So we give our boys browse every day, especially through the growing season, and they like all different types. Right now he's eating honeysuckle, but this morning they got redbud. Some of their favorites are sweet gum, mulberry, and elm. And there are a few toxic trees to giraffes, so we have a lot of visitors wondering if they can feed the giraffes any sort of tree that grows, and they can't. So red maple and oaks are all going to be toxic to giraffes, which is why when you're at the zoo you don't want to feed the animals anything that you bring from home or anything that you find at the zoo. So George right now is going to get some lettuce. Romaine lettuce is one of their favorite snacks. We've tried other lettuce like iceberg and leaf lettuce, and they do not like it nearly as much as romaine. So they are a little bit picky. We do like to spoil our animals here. I especially like to spoil the giraffes. So right now all species of giraffe are considered endangered. Their numbers have diminished quite a bit over the last 10 years, a lot due to habitat loss, to habitat fragmentation, as well as poaching. So a lot of people will kill the giraffe, especially to get their tail hairs. They'll turn them into medicine, or they'll turn them into jewelry. Some fun facts about giraffes. Their tongue is black, or a purple-black color, so that it doesn't get sunburnt. Giraffes can spend up to about 16 hours a day in the wild eating, and their main diet is the tall trees that you find in Africa. So for 16 hours a day their tongue is out in the sunshine, so that black color helps to make sure that their tongue doesn't get sunburnt. And it's 18 inches long, so that they can reach all those really tall leaves up in the trees. And just like you have a fingerprint, each giraffe has certain spots that are unique to each individual. So in the wild, a lot of researchers will take pictures of giraffes and they'll memorize their spot formation so that when they go back out into the wild later, they just look for that certain spot formation and they know who's who. And those big lumpy things that you see on the top of their heads, those are called ossicones. They're not technically a horn or an antler. When they're born, those ossicones are flat to their head, and as they age, they stand straight up. And especially for males, they'll get a lot bigger. Males will use those ossicones for fighting. So you can see George, he's our oldest. He's been through a lot of fights. His head is pretty knobby. And that's just to make sure that his brain stays protected whenever he's fighting. Our boys here, they do sometimes fight. So if you come to the zoo and you see the boys roughhousing, that's very normal. Males will do that to fight for dominance in the wild. Here our boys are pretty relaxed with their fighting. It's never gotten too dangerous, but we do monitor it just to make sure that everybody stays nice and safe. So World Giraffe Day kind of just helps to shine a light to make sure that people know that giraffes too are endangered. They kind of get overshined by rhinos and elephants and lions. But these guys need your help too. So we don't want to purchase any products made from any sort of animal byproduct, because you don't know if that came from a sustainably sourced location. So one way that you can support our 3 giraffe boys here at the Chattanooga Zoo is by purchasing a membership. Portions of that membership are going to go to helping out our animals. As you can imagine, they each weigh roughly 2,000 pounds, so they eat a lot of food. You can also participate in our public feedings. We do them Wednesday through Sunday at 11 a.m. And again, a portion of those proceeds from the giraffe feedings go right back into taking good care of these giraffe boys.